Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube. Today is Saturday. It's Saturday morning. It is 8:24 in the morning. I have deleted TikTok completely off my phone. I'll tell you why in a minute. I will no longer be doing TikTok. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't agree with it, so I'm staying out of it. So I've just had enough. Everything in my life seems fake, wrong, since I've ever known. Everything corrupt has happened and people have got away with doing what they like to me since I was a kid. So I fend for myself, I look after myself, and I will continue to do YouTube. I've done YouTube since 2009 and I'm going to keep doing that. I tried TikTok. I enjoyed it to start with, and then I had a gist that some of the neighbours were in my live stream because of the events that used to happen after the live stream, and I went outside to walk my dog on the field. And all this crap, the dog barking has started again. The dog barking outside has started again since I've been up to see my mother Jennifer, and they can see that my mother and me are two separate people, that my mother is the one with the grey hair and the receding hairline. It isn't me, and yet they are still being bitches to me. So I have deleted TikTok. I'll go back when I'm good and ready. Maybe I won't go back to it at all. Now I'm going to explain to you why. So, a lot of the abuse is to me is coming from other countries. How are you over there in your country? Somebody said to me on Facebook last night, how are you over there in your country? Picture of a white man when he clearly was not white. So there's a picture of a white man, elderly man with grey hair, and a dog. And the guy was foreign, he wasn't white, right? So he'd taken a picture of a white old man and a dog and was using it as his profile picture. And this is why the police in this country can't do anything about it. I was told by the police. They're people in different countries getting away with doing this. And I was told the police can't do anything. So I blocked the person on Facebook. I blocked them, told them to go away first. They wouldn't, so I blocked them. This is when I came home last night, which wasn't too pleasant either, going out last night. And then I'd uninstalled TikTok, uninstalled it. Yeah, I still was getting notifications that Mr. TikTok UK official was doing a live stream, and he invited me into his live stream. So I knew I needed to log out of TikTok to stop these notifications coming. I had to log out of TikTok. But before I logged out of it, I went into Mr. UK TikTok's live stream, and he was eating crisps. He was eating crisps. There was a good-looking woman opposite him that he was talking to, because when you're doing a live stream, you can invite guests, yeah? So he'd invited a woman into his live stream. She was attractive. He was sat there with his baseball cap on, and he dyed his hair blonde. My son has had his hair dyed blonde at one time. So Mr. UK TikTok official had shaved his hair and it was blonde. He'd gone to the hairdressers and had it dyed blonde with a baseball cap on. and he was sat there munching crisps. I don't want to watch people eating. I was tired of going into CLA's live stream. She was either asleep doing a TikTok, so I don't want to watch someone going to sleep, or they're eating. They're stuffing their face with food. So I came out of it, and then I'd been watching a Ukrainian couple, a mother and son, and I'd made some comments because I wanted them to get help. I care about other people. I can't afford to send them gifts or money, but I was trying to get the person on the camera to help this couple get food and tidy their place up. And I don't know why I've probably been trolled, because some foreign people have read these comments and have started coming back to me and saying, you know, the man behind the camera makes all the money. Why did you say this? Why did you say that? I just wanted the couple to get help. The mother looked like she'd been hurt. Her eye was all closed up. They were in the same clothes for weeks. The flat looked filthy, dirty, and the son was skinny. But he had lovely hair. He had gorgeous hair. Now, CLA has added extensions to her hair, and it's right down here. It's longer than mine. It's the same colour as my hair, CLA, but it's right down past her breast. She's had extensions because her real hair is just past her ear here. So she's gone to the hairdresser, and it's just, I don't know what the hair is made of. What are extensions made of? I hope it's not horse hair. But she's added hair to her hair, and it's right down here. But it's almost the same colour as my hair. It is. CLA used to be blonde. She's changed her colour hair, and it's like mine, but it's longer. Miles longer, because it's extensions. This is my real hair. So I'm coming to the point. So I was watching this Russian couple because I felt sorry for them, Russian-Ukrainian. And it comes up, so-and-so is invited to your live. So I went into this Ukrainian couple's live, and the cameraman had shaved the young lad's hair off. So the young lads, they're making, to me, it looks like they're making spectacles of this mum and son. It looks to me like they were making spectacles of this mum and son, because the cameraman had shaved the boy's hair off. He had lovely hair. It just needed a wash. It needed a wash. He had gorgeous hair, ginger beard, lovely ginger beard, and lovely hair. All he did was need a little shave and his hair washed. So they've shaved his hair off, and he's got these big ears sticking out like King Charles. Valera 7777 on TikTok. They've now made him have ears like King Charles. They're sticking out like Dumbo the elephant, and they've shaved his hair off. Like a #1 haircut, like if he was in prison. They've shaved him bald. They haven't cut the mother's hair or washed the mother's hair. They've shaved the young lad's hair off. Shaved it off. It's another reason why I've got rid of TikTok. Every time I make a comment to try and help somebody, they do the reverse. Now this lad has got a bald head. CLA Art has got hair from here down to here, and they've cut the young Ukrainian lad's hair off. I'm not going into CLA live stream ever again. I was following her on Facebook, but I've taken it off. It's reminding me of things that I went through with my ex-husband as well, and I'm completely innocent, and I just don't know what they're doing. They're crazy, lunatic, mad. And instead of getting a cleaner to help the guys clean the house, they've got the mother and son, the poor mother, who must be 70, on her hands and knees picking up the filth on the floor. No cleaners, the cameraman's just filming them on their hands and knees on the floor, cleaning up themselves. It's disgusting. It's dreadful abuse. Absolutely dreadful abuse. I'm not watching it. If I was there, I'd help that couple myself, but because it's Ukraine, I can't do anything about it. But I am not watching torture. No, I'm not. Last night, I went onto the field. There was kids downstairs in the hallway with bicycles. I couldn't get out of the door, the main front door. There was kids like in the way. So I made a noise like this. It was loud. They moved and I could get out the door. Went out the back of the flats. Those kids on bicycles didn't follow me up the path I was walking, but they went out of the building the same time as me, and they were hovering about where I was walking. They were hovering about, circling the co-op, going up and down the paths where I was walking. Young lads from this block of flats. I felt uncomfortable. I went onto the field. The police had cordoned it off yesterday morning, but the tape was taken off. I didn't know what, I don't know what had happened. I don't know. And I started walking home, and a group of 13 youths, 13 of them, I counted them, started walking towards where I was walking. 13. This is all to do, this is devil worship, this is witchcraft, this is Freemasonic, demonic worship in TikTok and out of it. Number 13, the number 33. 13 of them in total. I walked off the field. I wasn't afraid of them. I just walked off. I believe in God. God is my saviour, and wherever I'm walking, God is walking with me, and God overcomes evil. This is all since I went up to see my mother, and she was bad-mouthing my father, Derek. Said he took a contract out on her life. Said he tried to kill her, and now I've got people looking at me as if I'm Derek, and I've done something to my mother, and I have not. I haven't. So this will last about 2 or 3 weeks, but if I go up to see my mother again, it'll start again. And they are they're saying I've got a wig on. They're saying a wig. Calling me names to do with my teeth, and I'm not goofy. It's absolutely shameful behaviour. I will not be doing a live stream this morning. I have removed TikTok off my phone. It's toxic. It's full of greedy, narcissistic people. I don't want to go into a live stream and watch somebody eating. It's cruel. Some of the people in it are not right. They're not right. So I won't be using it for a while. I do like to do my little videos, but I'll stick to Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. I'll put my shorts on YouTube. I'll do little funny shorts that I do on TikTok and put them on YouTube. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of TikTok. TikTok tried to get me to go back in there itself, and I wouldn't. I refused. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. The final episode of Beverly Hills 90210 aired on this day in the year 2000. after 10 years of chronicling the 90s in all of its hair-crimping crop-topping glory.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. It's 8:39 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Saturday the 17th of May.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Two parrots are sitting on a perch. One parrot says, "Can you smell fish?"
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
In Rochester, it's 12 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 20 degrees and a low of 8 degrees.
And Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 17th of May include Bill Paxton, Enya, Trent Reznor, Dennis Hopper, and Inigo Martinez.
Can I reiterate that I'm not CLA Art? CLA Art has got more teeth than me. She's 44, I'm 56. I had people coming into my TikTok saying hello darling to me. I've had people in my doctor's surgery call me darling. That is classic CLA Art. She goes, hello darling, how are you darling? I don't speak like that. CLA Art is more prettier than me. She certainly hasn't got crooked teeth. She's got a lot of money. She earns thousands in TikTok. She's going on holiday this year. I'm not. So she's got the same hair colour, but it's longer than mine. And she's making her hair look funny and weird. She's had it in dreadlocks. One of my sons had dreadlock hair. I've never put my hair in dreadlocks. They've called her Wurzel Gummidge and all sorts of things. This is Rochester, it's not London. They know it is. People coming into my live stream were mimicking CLA Art's trolls. They were mimicking her trolls, and they were, you know, CLA Art has a gifter called Lord Andrew. One of my sons is called Andrew. So there was a gifter called Lord Andrew giving her gifts. He hadn't been in her live stream for a while. I get rid of my TikTok. She starts getting her gifters back. Now I've removed my TikTok. I expect she's a lot happier as well. She has someone called Yasser. The day before I ended my TikTok, not the same Yasser, but a Yasser came into my live stream, so I've completely got rid of it. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
Unlock exclusive features and content from LBC and even join the conversation.
Send a comment to LBC.
Just say, ask Global Player to link my account.
Paranoid, LBC's technology correspondent, if I just so much as think of the word, the Chinese state is going to be all over me. I wondered whether you might be listening, Will Guyot. I heard you chuckling there. Now, I think this is a good news story. I'm sure you'll put me right if I'm wrong, which is that TikTok is to launch a new mediation feature in the face of lawsuits and criticism. The mediation feature is aimed at improving sleep quality. It'll be triggered during sleep hours and will be turned on by default for users under the age of 18. In plain English, Will, what am I talking about?
No, this is the idea that mindfulness and meditation is going to be taught to young users of TikTok. Now, you can look at this and go, that's brilliant. Or you can look at this and go, is that somebody preemptively trying to stop the government having a view on the amount of time young people spend on it? I don't want to criticise them because they're the first to try it.
Okay.
And you know, I think it's really good that one of the social networks is looking at something like this. And whilst you were talking about the arts, TikTok TikTok have been the one social media group who've worked with, the National Opera. They've worked with all sorts of people to bring these kind of creative endeavours to younger audiences through this platform. Sidestep, but it does show you that out of all of the companies in the space at the moment, they are arguably the one that has attempted to try some of these things. And putting this kind of meditation and mindfulness and saying to under 18s after 10 p.m, you should stop now, and to help you chill out to go to sleep, you should try something like this, is a good step. But it doesn't stop young people from using the platform, Matthew. That's the opposite side of this particular argument. But they're saying those they've tested it with, it's performed really well. 98% of people who've tried this mindfulness training that they've introduced have come back to use it again. But whether this is just to, silence some of those people who are concerned, or say to the government, look, we're trying these things to, break that cycle of addiction, if that's how we want to position it, or the cycle of people using the platform a lot, or if it's purely an attempt for them to avoid more legislation.
Can I? What happens during meditation hours after 10 o'clock at night? Do you get sort of, I don't know, Oriental music, whale calls, the sound of ticking watches? What do
It asks you to focus on your breathing. It gives you certain examples of how to sort of switch off and chill out. It can be guided by there's a sort of a voiceover. It's the typical thing that you might find in other places. And this sort of idea of mindfulness and meditation and taking a minute to switch away from looking at a screen to listening to something and focusing on your breathing in yourself is something that's increasingly being used in tech circles. Whether or not that goes to helping young people sleep more, spend less time on the platform, all of those things is a completely different conversation that you and I will probably have on another day. But it's good that they're trying it.
I guess so. I listen to it all. I'm looking at my engineer Mikey, who's of a similar vintage, and I can see he's smiling in a similar way. And I just think that for those of us of a certain age, we're just never ever going to get on TikTok, whether it's got meditation features, whether it's got cool music, videos of me. I mean, it's just going to pass us by. Well, Guy, thanks so much for talking us through this new meditation feature on TikTok. You're listening to Matthew Wright here on LBC. More of your thoughts on Britain becoming a cultural wasteland. I mean, I think if you're needing help learning how to breathe from TikTok, I think maybe you have even more pressing concerns. 0345 6060 973 is the number. First, though, Mike Hughes for the latest LBC News headlines.
Ukraine claims a Russian drone has killed at least 9 people in a bus attack in the country's Sumy region a day after face-to-face peace talks in Turkey. An unexplained deaths investigation has begun into a fire in Oxfordshire in which 3 people were killed, including 2 firefighters. 3 Iranian nationals living in London have been charged with offences under the UK's National Security Act. LBC weather, any cloud clearing for most through the morning, but it will linger in some eastern parts, a high of 23 degrees.
LBC Travel, I'm Lucy Knowles. On the M25, weekend roadworks have closed the south side of the roundabout at junction 28 for the A12 at Brentwood. Also on the M25, a lane is closed due to a broken down vehicle anti-clockwise from junction 21 for the M1 to junction 20 for Kings Langley. The A40 Westway in central London is closed. That's also because of roadworks from the Marylebone flyover to Notting Hill. In Blackwall, the A1011 Silvertown Way is partially blocked due to an accident at Lower Lee Crossing. And on the tubes, engineering work means there's no service on the District line between Turnham Green and Ealing Broadway, as well as on the Piccadilly line between King's Cross and Pancras and Uxbridge and King's Cross and Osterley.
LBC.
Hey, it's me, the washing machine. Look, sorry about the noise.
So, I tried TikTok. I've tried it. I accumulated 240,000 likes. I accumulated about 39,000 followers. There's so much jealousy. There's so much rivalry. There's so much trolling. A couple of influencers have been shot dead. It's toxic. It's not. It's not good for your health. Not for my health, so I've come out of it. I won't be live streaming today. The trouble is you cannot see who you're talking to. So someone could be pretending to be an adult and they're not. somebody could be anybody, and you know what I mean. They hide behind profiles that aren't themselves, and it's unhealthy. And I just found it was making me paranoid. I told you I met a guy called Steve on there yesterday. I went out and there's Steve written on this van, and it's not paranoia, because it was there, the van with Steve on it. So I'm knocking it on the head. Facebook, if someone starts ringing my phone and I don't know who they are, I just decline the call and I delete and block them. Right, it's foreign countries, it's foreigners. They're not all English. Hello dear, how are you? What's the weather like over there? And it's a stupid name. Like the Church of God comes into my channel and starts just weirdness. So I've decided to come out of it, and I'm taking up painting. I'm going to start painting, do like paint by numbers and just do some paintings, rather than sit in a live stream where people are sniping at me and calling me stupid names. See you later.